And next up is literally the rarest item in the entire game. This item is so difficult to find, I'm sure nearly everybody missed it. This item is the oil of freezing. So why is this oil so rare? Well, the only way to get it is to craft it by gathering 3 frost salamander tongues. Now, you've probably never even heard of a frost salamander tongue. The tongues themselves are incredibly hard to find, and needing 3 of them to make this oil is really why this is so impossibly rare. Frost salamander tongues can be bought from certain traders, however, they don't appear on any of the treasure or drop tables on the BG3 wiki, and I couldn't find any information online about which trader table they are part of. However, players have said online that Cloud Giant Fingers can be bought off Dareth Bone Cloak, so I figured so could Frost Salamander Tongues. After nearly 20 minutes of constantly changing my class and leveling up in order to refresh Dareth's stock, I was able to find 1 single Frost Salamander Tongue. Players also claim to have found Frost Salamander Tongues from Helsik in the Devil's Fee and in the Offerings to Mistress chest beneath the Stormshore Tabernacle, both within Act 3. However, as I was refreshing Dareth's stock, I was also refreshing Helsik's, and I didn't find it after those 20 minutes, so this is super rare apparently. Also, I saved and reloaded 30 times checking Mistra's Offering chest and never once saw a Frost Salamander Tongue, so yet another, in my opinion, impossibly rare location that you could possibly get them. However, there is a guaranteed way to get a single Frost Salamander Tongue, which lies within the Alchemist's stash in Act 2. If you find the note in the back room of the Waning Moon, you can have your map marked with this Alchemist stash, but if you already know the location, then you don't need to bother with that. Located just south of the House of Healing near the road to Baldur's Gate, there is a dirt mound. All of my characters failed the survival check, but you can still manually dig with the shovel and get yourself a single Frost Salamander Tongue guaranteed. But the other 2 will likely need to be bought, and that requires a dedicated amount of time refreshing traders' stock, which I doubt many players did unless specifically searching for Frost Salamander Tongues, which means probably nearly everybody missed this oil. And if you go through all that effort for the oil, you might be wondering, is it even any good? Well, this oil can be used to coat your weapon to cause 2 turns of Encrusted with Frost, causing disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. It is worth noting that there is no save on applying the Encrusted with Frost condition. It happens with every hit, which is nice. With 7 or more turns of Encrusted with Frost, the target takes 1d4 cold damage and becomes frozen unless they succeed a DC 12 Constitution save. If they succeed, they only take half damage. The coating lasts 10 turns, which is depressing considering how difficult it is to even make the oil, so even in a dedicated Encrusted with Frost build, there's no way going out of your way to make this oil make sense considering it only lasts 10 turns,